Hi guys, it is time to talk Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We're going to be talking about Diana Jenkins today and this lawsuit that came out. It was dismissed in 2020, but we still have to talk about it because it's accusations of her being a Karen again to an employer. So before we get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on. You never know what's going on in the Housewives world, and if you want to stay up to date, you got to turn your notifications on. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this. So this is a lawsuit that was dismissed in 2020, but it was Diana allegedly, everything in this video, of course, is alleged. Allegedly, Diana filed a lawsuit against a gentleman named Thomas, who was her employer for 3 years. 3 years. Sorry, I don't know why that's bouncing. I feel like I don't want that to keep doing that. For 3 years, okay? She files a lawsuit on him and says that he was inappropriate, that he went in sectors of her house that she had explained to him that were off limits, her private quarters, her private bathroom, her private bedroom. She's saying that he was like, she's basically accusing him of being a peeping Tom is what I'm saying. But her words were that he was in areas that were off limits, and that basically he was like trying to spy on her, and it was a betrayal of trust and a lewd and perversion intrusion into her private affairs caused significant damage, including emotional distress. Let me read that again. This is what Diana's attorney put in the lawsuit that Diana brought up against her former employee, Thomas, former employee of 3 years. She said, quote, at one point, Jenkins physically had to draw a line that Thomas was not allowed to cross due to his persistent invasion of Jenkins' privacy, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star's lawyers claimed. That's when she gets into the fact that Thomas, it was a betrayal of trust and a lewd perversion into her private affairs caused significant damage, including emotional distress. Now, a couple of things we have to talk about. One, we have to talk about that this Thomas worked for her for 3 years. He had 3 different positions while he was there for those 3 years. One of them required him working 24/7 and actually taking care of her scheduling. Just different things that would require him to maybe be in the presence of her, and I don't know, in her bedroom, in her living quarters, however she lives. I mean, that's the only accusation that's your accusation on this employee that worked for you for 3 years. He says that she created a hostile work environment. He wasn't given proper meal breaks. He wasn't given proper breaks at all. And that she was terrible to work for. And it doesn't make sense that he would work for her for 3 years. And now all of a sudden she's saying that he is like betraying her trust and going into private quarters that he's not allowed to go into. Now, this got me thinking, okay? Why would Diana care so much about somebody being in her private areas of her home, like her bathroom and her bedroom, right? Okay, one, maybe she's walks around naked or something and she doesn't want somebody stumbling upon her while she's in her bedroom. Okay. Has anyone thought about the fact that maybe she's hiding something? Maybe she's hiding something or someone in her living quarters, possibly, sometimes, not all the time. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, guys? What are the accusations against Diana? We're hearing a lot of accusations, a lot of accusations, right? Not just, yeah, we're hearing, I know you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? I don't want my video to get demonetized. So I'm like, are you hiding something? Are you hiding something in your living quarters? And that's why it's such a big deal that Thomas couldn't go into your living quarters, in your private bedroom, living area, and bathroom? Like, I just think that it's an obnoxious lawsuit. I mean, yes, it was dismissed in 2020. And I gave you guys all the facts, but my opinion is it's obnoxious. And I just don't understand, like, that's what you really came up with to sue an employee, an ex-employee. Like, I just think that seems very out of the ordinary. Don't you guys think that that's a little strange? Like, normally it's the employee suing the Bravo celebrity because they weren't paid or they weren't paid in time. Who knows? We've seen like a lot of different lawsuits, right, between all the franchises. But with this specific one, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, they're accusing her of being a Karen for this lawsuit because you know, we also heard about the Karen story about her Malibu home, and I'll just give it to you guys really quickly so that you're up to speed if you haven't already heard. But she owned a home in Malibu. Actually, the Kardashians filmed in that home their last season with E. I'm pretty sure it was the year of the pandemic, or their first year back from the pandemic. And the neighbors had like matured bushes, basically, like privacy, because they're like, you know, they're in Malibu, it's beautiful there, but you're also in the mountains and the hills. And it was blocking her view. It was blocking her panoramic view from her Malibu home. So she decided that she was just going to go down there and cut them down. And that's what she did. And while she was cutting them down, a security officer from the neighbors, the home where she was at, the home that she was trespassing on by cutting down their bushes, it was a gentleman who was African American, and he accused her of being a Karen too, and being, I don't even want to say the R word, but that's what he accused her of being. The story was in Daily Mail. You can go read it yourself if you'd like. But yeah, that happened. Now we have this with this lawsuit against Thomas, who worked for her for 3 years, had 3 different positions, one of them being like her right-hand scheduler, assistant, what have you. And then we have the whole Philly, that the girl on Instagram, where she left the comment and said something about being a dark content creator, black content creator. If you guys don't remember it, I broke that story, and I was #1 Google search for that for a couple of hours, just saying. No, I'm just joking, guys. But make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, guys. And what am I going to be dropping next? I think we're going to be talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that was on Sunday. I'm caught up on Peacock with the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, so I might be dropping something about that as well. So turn those notifications on, hit that like button, and subscribe.